Okay, welcome Lola Milo. I may be saying your name incorrectly, so excuse me, but just give me a second. We'll do your reading. Okay, so for Lola, your question is will Karam, if I am saying the individual's name correctly, will Karam come back to you, come back to me? If if not, why, please? So I'm gonna do a Celtic Cross reading for you. This Celtic Cross reading is basically gonna analyze your question, and based off the energy that's being presented, it's going to relay what events could possibly happen, and based from these possible actions, you need to interpret these external events to be recognized based on your personal intentions of what you want manifested. So let's begin though. So it's going to be a 10 card spread. Let's see what's going to happen. And I'm going to not do reverses. I will always do random selection, so I don't have any type of control over what cards are being selected in this case. It's all random. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so let's see. The first card that we have for you. Ooh, interest. Oh, whoops. Okay, so for your question, will Karam come back to you? And will the individual separate from Ikaram? The first card that you have in terms of this reading, we have the Three of Pentacles. So, okay, what's going on with the Three of Pentacles in terms of this question? Well, apparently, you're dealing with a situation where, for you, specifically, how can I put this? In terms of your relationship, this could be a situation where maybe some type of teamwork has been previously manifested or is currently manifested in terms of the dilemma that has been presented, where you and Karam may have some communicative ties to each other in a sense of where teamwork was the goal or is still the goal. Who knows in terms of what is truly going on, but in a sense where this energy is manifesting, there is a choice in terms of how you and Karam could be possibly negotiating certain events that have happened or have previously happened, where there is a compromise needed, but it seems like this compromise is coming quite late in terms of the events of what's manifesting. So let's see what's going on in terms of the situation. Give me a second. Okay. So, and yeah, no worries. So, the next card that we have for you, we have the angels, which are watching over you. So, how does this card work? Welcome, Scorpio. Specifically with this card, this is a card that's telling us that there's a channeled message, or there's believed to be a message or warning from the angels and spirits which are watching over you in terms of your work, whether you commit good or whether you commit something bad in terms of a situation that you want manifested. So what is this situation? Well, In terms of you and Karam dealing with Ikram, it seems that the angels are organizing all of the events that are necessary for you to manifest your new outcome that you want manifested, but they're guiding you into a position where it is leading you into a channel position that you're possibly not aware of. The angels are giving you hints in terms of how you can move forward and what type of situations are needed in your life, so that either if you want the relationship to build with Kiram to manifest and continue thriving, or in this case, to have that separation be built. But let's keep going and see what's going on. So the next card that we have the Page of Pentacles upright. So what does this mean in terms of the situation for you and Karam? Well, having the Page of Pentacles, this is telling us that a new individual is coming, and this could be Karam, coming with some type of financial wealth or financial information that is possibly being brought to you in terms of what you're looking for, or maybe this is you bringing some type of wealth towards Karam that the individual isn't really aware of in terms of what they are dealing with currently. And this is, in terms of being the third card drawn, this is the distance past of what your environment is enforcing you to deal with. So with the memories that you've already experienced, Karam could be dealing with you, or Karam could be dealing with the new individual that they're dealing with at this time, that is associating their motives to be something in terms of yeah. Once I'm done with Lola Milo's reading, just do use exclamation read and I'll get to you next. And thank you for joining in. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel. But also, to continue, in terms of the Page of Pentacles for Karam, this could be where he's possibly bringing some type of new wealth or new information towards the girl that he's dealing with, or the individual is dealing with, I should say. I don't know the gender, so I'm not going to throw it out there like that. But in terms of how things are being manifested, there is some type of new materialistic value being presented in terms of the manifestation of what everybody is dealing with. In this case, for you, Lola, this could be a situation where you need to really be more open in terms of the values that you're trying to present to Karam, and so that Karam can reciprocate and exchange specifically the principles and ideas of what you want for this mutual happiness to manifest. But let's continue to see. Alright, so the next card that we have the Queen of Swords. Now, having the Queen of Swords, this is basically where you're currently astute to your own position. This is also in the recent past, so this could have happened like a couple of days in terms of what your relation or your experience for the relationship has manifested in this case, and is making you see, in this case, as an authority figure, to be more rational with your mental thought or your mental outlook on what you want manifested. And for the angels being the second card, which was the situation, this is also projecting how you should really rely on your own personal thoughts to manifest what you really want to carry out for your future intentions. Now, okay, let's delve in a little bit more in terms of what's going on in your recent past, in this case, still being on the Queen of Swords. Well, specifically, with your communication at this time, you possibly have dealt with a lot of experiences that made you become more content to what is necessary in your personal space or in your own actions that you want manifested. But let's go a little bit deeper. So in terms of your situation, what needs to be built up for you, we have the Page of Cups. So this is somebody bringing in a new emotion towards you. This individual could be Karam, or this could be you bringing this new emotion to Karam after realizing the mental space that is needed to process all of these new events that you want happened, and as well as the spiritual intake that is needed for you to conduct these actions, you're bringing a condensed form of your own personal energy towards Karam, or maybe vice versa. Karam is bringing it to you, or to the person they're dealing with at this time to manifest a new environment for them to bear this relationship. Now, let's keep going. What's going on with your future, though? Completion. You have the Ten of Pentacles upright, or Ten of Coins. Now, having the Ten of Coins upright, this is complete success. This is basically where you're getting like an inheritance, or you completed your own legacy in terms of what you wanted manifested. Welcome, Chrissy Chandler. Specifically with the Ten of Pentacles, you may be dealing with a situation where maybe by settling this conflict with Karam, yeah, you could get a reading. Just do exclamation mark read, and then if you can, it would help the channel to stay alive if you like and subscribe. But I will be getting to you after I get to Scorpio Brianna 90, and after I finish up with Lola Mila. But yeah, just be patient and I'll get to you next. Anyway, to continue for Lola Milo, specifically with your situation, this could be where you're manifesting some type of success for you and Karan to finally be tangible in your life. And because of this capable energy that is making you see your own completion, you'll be guided to see an outlook of your own illumination of what the world or the universe wants you both to to either deal with, or what you both need to experience so that you can both bear a closer relationship. But let's see. Give me a second. So the next card that we have in terms of your outside influences, we have the Knight of Cups. So this is somebody bringing in a new emotion towards either you or Karam. Now let's go in a little bit. Okay. So let's go in a little bit deeper in terms of what's going on with this Knight of Cups for you. In this case, the Knight of Cups is portraying, as I said before, a new emotion is manifested during this time where you both are either connecting with each other, or this could be where, or in terms of where your actions for what you want to influence towards Karam, or Karam bringing some type of influence to you based on your personal emotional ties, will manifest something new. But what kind? And this is traveling fast, since this is the Knight of Cups, being emotional intake for you to comprehend in this case. The next card that we have the Six of Cups, and this is internally what you're feeling, Lola Milo. So with the Six of Cups upright, this is where you're giving away, or you're exchanging your emotions as a gift towards either Karam, or Karam is possibly exchanging some type of gift to you. This could be some type of emotional experience that you both have previously dealt with in the past, or maybe current, depending on the situation that you both are experiencing at this time in this life. There will be some type of new outlook where you both need to be more embracive in growing your own youthful aspect of what is needed to thrive for a relationship, versus just giving away your energy and not reciprocating what is needed in your life. Now, okay, specifically with the Six of Cups being upright for you in this case, and also just to let you know, this is also what you need to know currently for your own situation. The Six of Cups is allowing you to become more open in terms of your personal energy, so that you can become more connective with Karam. So just be more mindful of what you're doing. If you allow your opportunity to thrive, allow your opportunity to build up, where you can exchange your love. We'll get to that. In terms of the exchange of your love with him, or the individual, I should say, there's going to be a mutual energy that's going to manifest. So let's continue though. Your hopes and fears. The next card that we have. With your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Swords, and this is a card where you're feeling basically there's an ending or defeat. So be careful with this situation. So I know you want your, or I should say, I presume that you want this relationship with Ikram and Karam to not manifest and thrive, but in terms of how you're using this energy, this is making you see an outlook of your life that you need to become more content with your own personal self. By allowing your own internal endeavors to be healed and to thrive, you can create a new space for Karam to be more comfortable, I should say, in the relationship that you want to thrive with this individual. Now, there could be a separation because having the Ten of Swords upright, this is stating that there's going to be something that's defeated or there's an ending present in terms of this manifestation, for your question at least. So there could be a possibility that Karam could leave Ikram. But in order for this to happen, I would recommend that you focus on your energy so that the energy you're producing is going to manifest an outcome that will make it thrive versus just rushing and becoming more aggressive, not having a reciprocal exchange for the energy that you want presented in the relationship with Quran to manifest versus just being haphazard, to be more direct. And the final card that we have for you is the Two of Pentacles, and this is decisions in terms of the values that are presented or wealth. Welcome, Admiral Winkler. Welcome to the channel. Now, with the Two of Pentacles, this is telling us that, you know, you need to be really decisive on picking what you want. And this could be Quran picking. So, what do I mean for you picking? So, do you really want Quran to deal with this? I don't know your personal situation, so I'm hypothesizing based off the cards of this divination, what is being expressed in terms of what I'm telling you. So, for you, how you can handle this situation as a conclusion is Karam could leave this individual. Just type exclamation read and I'll get to you after I get to Scorpio Brianna 90 and after I get get through Chrissy Chandler. And then I'll get to you, Admiral Winkler. Thank you for joining. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel also. But to continue to you, Lola Milo, specifically with your own dilemma, you need to really work on making it more comfortable in terms of your own potential energy for Karam to stay with you in this case. Because right now, for this energy, it looks like Karam could be deciding, or this could be you personally deciding, do you really want this? This is a chance of, this is not a chance, but an opportunity of temptation that is being brought up to you to decide what do you really value in terms of your relationship with Karam. Do you want to move forward with Karam and let Karam and Ikram's situation become separated in terms of what is happening with their relationship, or is Karam going to, by the communication that you're presenting to Karam and the energy, the emotional reflection of what you want in exchange with Karam, is it potent enough that you both comprehend a mutual agreement of what each individual wants, meaning you and Karam want? So to answer your question overall, there could be a possible separation in terms of this situation. There is a lot of financial gain also, so be mindful of how you're projecting your energy towards Karam, because Karam is currently looking at the opportunities and are possibly being guided by the angels, or you're being guided by the angels to see how your energy should manifest to create your road of peace, meaning to find your internal peace and external peace and to be happy overall. So with that said, if you want an extensive reading, I can do it for you, but you would have to either donate to the channel by donating $20 uh, on my Cash App for the business, which is $ Cash App, or you could purchase a service and I could privately do a reading for you and do an extensive reading on your questions that you have. So thank you again, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so the next individual that we are doing for, we have Scorpio Brianna 90. Thank you for waiting. So please give me your question and I'll begin doing the reading for you. Yeah, go ahead, Scorpio Brianna. Just give me your question. Just type it into the chat, and I'll be happy to answer. Well, I'll be happy to do a reading for you, so I can answer your question as best as possible. Okay, so for Scorpio Brianna 90, your question is, will things get better for JC, Leo, and yourself? Let's see what the cards are presenting for you both. So this is going to be a 10 card reading. It's going to be a Celtic Cross. And, okay. This is, again, going to be a Celtic Cross reading. It's going to be 10 cards drawn randomly. I do not have any control over the cards that are presented in this reading. So let's see what's going to happen. And I don't do reverses. The reason why is because of the fact that I want this reading to be as pure as possible. Not to say that reverse cards are bad, but in the sense of this reading, I just want it to be more authentic as possible with a positive outlook. Now, that could be cheating, but in a sense, I want it to become more open for you viewers to understand what could happen versus just getting a lot of negative and positive impact for your reading. So let's begin. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, good day to you, Lily CHS. Just be patient. If you want a reading, just use !read. And I'll get to you after I finish with Chrissy Chandler, and then after that, Admiral Winkler. Okay, so let's begin. So for the first card that we have the Seven of Swords. Okay, so in terms of your relationship with you and JC, it seems like there could be a situation where there's a making a break for a situation. So, okay, this is kind of interesting. What do I mean by making a break for it? Specifically, this could be one's acceptance to carry on one's sin, being carrying the burdens, kind of like the the 10 of wands, if I'm correct. Anyway, point is that with this card, specifically, this is telling us that somebody's holding on a lot of burdens currently with what this relationship is manifesting at this time. there's a lot of communicative dilemma that needs to be addressed. And in terms of this communicative dilemma, there could be failure from sins or crimes being made, or, and what do I mean by sins or crimes? Just basically personal temptations that are limiting yourself to not see the outlook of what is being communicated in the present environment with you and JC, or in the universe in this case. What you evoke is what you're manifesting. So let's continue and see what the actual situation is, though. Just give me a second. Okay, let's continue. So the next card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, now having the Knight of Pentacles, it looks like that somebody is bringing in some type of wealth or something that's highly valuable to either you or JC. Now this could be JC bringing you some type of valuable material, or this is you bringing some type of valuable material to JC, vice versa in terms of the relationship. Now, how this is going to manifest is based off of the potential energy that you're projecting in terms of the challenges that you need to handle in this case. So what do I mean? So basically, with your previous card being the Seven of Swords in this case, the communicative environment that you are both manifesting is being limited, but that is only based on the perception of what you and JC are bringing up to the conversation, or bringing up to the plate of your foundation. And from it, it seems like these values are slowly being manifested because, for one, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest manifestation card in terms of the knight, the four knights in a tarot deck. Excuse me. So, with this materialistic manifestation that's being presented, this could bring out something new or something bad. But let's find out. So it looks like for what's going on in your distance past, you have the Nine of Wands upright, and with the Nine of Wands upright being your distant past, this could have been a week, maybe a month, or a year. Who knows? This is like far further back in your personal experiences that you have to recognize and recall based on how the current events that are manifesting in your life are demanding you to move forward, but you need to decipher how you can. So let's keep going. So this is really what you need to focus on. So with the Nine of Wands, this is basically a victorious individual who's taken down all their enemies. So this could be either you and JC bashing down all your personal challenges that require you both to focus on an everyday process in terms of the relationship, I should say. Or this could be either you or individually JC bashing down the problems that are constantly manifesting, that could be wealth dilemmas or wealth manifestational opportunities that require you both to recognize. Now, with the Nine of Wands, this is also a situation where a chosen contestant, either you or JC, are either feeling injured and needs to heal from the combative outcomes, meaning dealing with all these challenges, bashing them one at a time, to feel more comfortable with how you can express this value that is coming to you both, or individually, in terms of the relationship, I should say. So let's continue. The next card that we have the Page of Pentacles. So what's going on with this? Well, you have the Page of Pentacles, meaning that somebody is coming to you with something valuable. So this is actually assisting the Knight of Pentacles in terms of a message. Now, not a message, but something that is being as a gift in terms of what you and JC are dealing with. So what is going on? Okay. With the Page of Pentacles and having the Knight of Pentacles could be bringing either you or JC, one of you two, feeling hurt with this new financial information or financial gain or opportunity, whatever you want to really call it, to manifest something new. But this is from your recent past, meaning this has happened a couple of days, possibly like a week, possibly a week or less in this case, that has happened in terms of the manifestation. Now, with the Page of Pentacles, I would state that whoever is an earth element in terms, I don't know if either you or JC, if JC is a Leo when you stated Leo in your comment. I don't know if that meant that he's a Leo in terms of his sun sign, or if he's ascendant or moon. Point is that whoever this earth energy is, or whoever, or whatever this manifestation is, it's being approached to you or JC to manifest something that is tangible, just from the efforts of what you had to combat. And from combating these situations, this is making you become more aware of what you need to really focus on down the line. So what are you feeling right now in terms of the short outlook of your life? And this is basically your strength in terms of what you need to focus on, or JC needs to focus on. You're both feeling the Five of Cups, and this is basically where, basically this is just indicating where there's like some type of loss in terms of your experience after dealing with all that battling, all these challenges that have been manifested in your life. Y'all are really dealing with a situation where, you know, you feel that you lost something, or it may seem that you're losing something, but you got those last two cups that are being held on. And I would suspect that these are just emotions from the outcomes of what you both had to deal with as a conflict, or this was the confliction of what you both had to experience emotionally so that you can move forward. But let's see what's really going on in terms of why. Well, the reason why is because either you or JC, in terms of your relationship, will gain the Queen of Pentacles, and this is just nurturing energy. This is basically informing us that for you or JC, one of y'all, or maybe you both, are feeling nurtured because of the fact that after you dealt with these problems, you became more content with the love that you both have, or the materialistic values, or the value that you see in each other, to become more stable and embrace each other for what y'all have. It can be a situation where either you are looking into nurturing your own personal self, or JC is looking into the individual JC is looking into their own self to see what they can improve, or what they can feel more comfortable with their own self. But it's a lot of opportunities being unfolded, since in terms of your cards that were drawn, you know, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles dealing with the Nine of Wands. That's just literally stating like there was a big conflict that you both needed to handle so that you could get your wealth, or you could get this new materialistic value that you both share or want to share, to become more content with each other. I know I'm kind of being redundant, but it's basically a whole pattern with this. So let's continue. So the next card you have is the Wheel of Fortune. So what's going on with the Wheel of Fortune? This is your outside influence, okay? So with the Wheel of Fortune, basically you have luck. You have Lady Luck on your side. The Wheel of Fortune is literally stating that there's a change of an individual's own personal fortune in their business, in their home, whether the modification of something positive or negative. This is something where one's life occurs from the events through a judgment, whether good or bad, or increase or a decrease in wealth or property, occurs of an important event in a person's life. So this could be where, you know, after y'all dealt with all these problems, the Wheel of Fortune being the outside influence of how y'all are both experiencing this outcome, or this current outcome I should say, is making you both become more nurtured, being the Queen of Pentacles for your future. Let's keep going. Okay, so the next card that we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this is really good. So that means basically dealing with all of these problems, battling it out, making sure that there's no cracks being open towards your own environment. Y'all are both going to be successful. This could be where either the materialistic value of how you're expressing your love, not emotionally, but in terms of what you're exchanging back and forth as mutual equals, you will get success. Or this is just personally where for you or JC, you're feeling more content. And this is a completion of being content with your financial gain or the values that are present in terms of your life. Maybe both combining together are going to feel content together to have that nurtured feeling of your own success that you manifested, battling out all your problems in your life. But your hopes and fears are telling you that from having the Nine of Swords, this suffering or this energy that's making you seem like you're suffering from an anxiety or depression from a loss that has occurred or will occur from your own personal insight of what is going on in your life is making you see that you need to really deal with this problem. So how will you deal with this problem is the question. Are you going to let your fears, false evidence appearing real, trump the actions that are necessary for you to feel content, having that Six of Pentacles, I'm sorry, not Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles in your life to shine bright in your life? Or are you going to let the Five of Pentacles, I'm sorry, not Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups thrive in your life to stay in that depressive insight where you're both feeling more in a daze or being docile from what is present, but not seeing the future outcomes what are being manifested from the Akashic records, which is aka the universe, to manifest the light that is shining deeply inside you. Okay, so the last card that we have, excellent, Chrissy. I'm gonna get to you next. Just be patient. The next card that we have, though, and as the outcome for your question, we have the Hangman being upright. So having the Hangman upright, this is basically telling us that basically by letting go of your just let go of all this drama, let go of all of this negative mental energy that is manifesting in your life, you will see a change. And from this change, this is going to make you feel comfortable. This is going to make you and JC feel more really successful, seeing the love and seeing the mutual exchange that you both have to be bright in hindsight. Really just let go, because if you don't let go, you're going to keep having this anxiety. So to answer your question overall, basically by focusing on the outcome of working together and not bashing at each other to allow the to allow the Nine of Wands to make you both fight against each other, and instead working with each other to combat your outside combatants, you will see the light brighten up and shine. Not blessing, because a blessing is a curse, so I don't want to say that, but giving you the capable opportunity or opportunities to thrive in the light that you desire so much. So in terms of your relationship, yeah, it will thrive, but you got to work on your anxiety. Stop going into your depressional state. Stop letting false evidence appearing real make you go left. Stay right. But thank you again for listening in. If you'd like to have an extensive reading, you already know what it is. Just you can donate to the channel, which is $Dionings Inc. On our Cash App, or you can get a reading on dioningsinc.weebly.com so that I can do an extensive reading for you. Depending on what service you purchase, though, will vary on the service that we can provide to you. But again, thank you again for listening in, and come back tomorrow, or stay in and just chill out and listen in. I appreciate you. Okay, so the next individual that we're going to do for a reading is Chrissy Chandler. Good day to you, or evening, or afternoon. There's a big possibility, but you gotta work on that. You gotta work on that Nine of Swords. If you can work on the Nine of Swords, you will feel comfortable with yourself, and in that way, you will become more content with thriving with JC, to feel humbled well, not, I shouldn't say humble, but just feel that successful energy thrive. Yeah, yeah, no worries. Okay, so Chrissy Chandler, sorry about that. Go ahead and give me your question, and I'd love to do your reading for today. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna change the next song. Okay, go ahead. So your question is, what's your future boyfriend? What? Okay, so your question is, what's your future boyfriend? What will your future boyfriend be like in your love life? Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. It was kind of throwing me off for a second. Okay, so let's see. So again, this is going to be a 10 card reading. The cards are going to be random. I have no control over it, and I don't do reverses. So let's begin and see what's going to happen. Okay, just give me a second. All right, let's begin. Okay, so excuse me, Chrissy Chandler. So the first card that you have for your reading, in terms of what your future boyfriend will be like in terms of your love life, well, it seems that your future boyfriend will be an individual who will be bringing some type of communicative input in terms of your values. So let's see, what does this mean? So there's going to be some type of teamwork going to manifest, but this teamwork is going to bring some type of conclusion. What is that? So the next card that we have the Two of Wands upright. I would state that in terms of the situation of your boyfriend, this could be an individual that may have the opportunity to observe his own environment very well. This is fire energy, so the your boyfriend could be an individual who has a strong potential of fire energy within himself in terms of his natal chart, or maybe he's a fire energy. Well, I wouldn't say maybe he's a fire energy. He's possibly utilizing a lot of fire energy in terms of who he is in this case. But let's find out. But just to clarify, having the Two of Wands, this is telling us that, from the teamwork effort that your future boyfriend will bring to you, either you or your boyfriend are quite observative on each other, or just your nature in general on occasions of how you can handle certain things in your life. So maybe your future boyfriend in this case, is quite observant with their own outlook in life, or maybe, like I said before, you are very observant of your boyfriend and personally with your own outlook in life on dealing with this situation. But let's continue. So the next card that we have in terms of your distant past and what you need to focus on at this time, you have the Queen of Swords. And having the Queen of Swords, this is telling us that basically you need either your boyfriend is an individual who's highly rational in terms of their mental capability and what they deal with on a day-to-day basis. This could be either you're quite rational and it's not based on the energy that you're influencing in a communicative manner. You're expressing this with your boyfriend, and your boyfriend is reciprocating in certain ways to become more rational in himself, to exchange that type of energy that you both are sharing. Now, let's be a little bit more let's be a little bit more clear in terms of why this is here. Well, the next card that we have the Nine of Wands upright. So this is in terms of your recent past. So this is kind of like a couple of days. So this is possibly how you're feeling in terms of what you want for a boyfriend. Uh, Give me a second, real quick. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. So yeah, this is possibly you uh, looking over all of your boyfriends that you've previously dealt with, or all of the communicative individuals that you dealt with and are now dealing with them in a conflicting matter. You came out of those conflicting matters and are healing to see what type of boyfriend you desire for your future self to have. Now, it's interesting because of the fact that you have the Queen of Swords previously in terms of your distant past. So you were really thinking hard on what kind of individual you want to have a relationship with. And from it, by possibly dealing with numerous relationships back to back, or maybe, you're probably a blue moon individual having certain relationships built. You're coming, okay, you never had a boyfriend. That makes it even better. So, yeah, basically, you're just really concluding what type of boyfriend you want, and from it, um, the manifestation of what you want is bombarding you to make you see and heal your own personal self on what the universe really wants you to have. Now, even though you are a universe, we are all universes because we're all starlight beings. Specifically, you're attracting specifically what you want. And let's continue though. So, what are you attracting? Well, in terms of what you need to focus on in terms of your internal strength, you have the good luck card. Now, what does this mean? Basically, all this really means is that Lady Luck, it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune, but differently. This is just your personal luck. This is like what you're experiencing. Makes good money. Okay. Basically, what you are experiencing today, or just in general on your day-to-day basis, you basically are desiring for an individual who can bring you that luck. And what this luck will bring you is some type of new opportunity or some type of new emotional input. It could be no, I'm sorry, all four in this case. Either a new action, a new emotion, a new manifestation of wealth, or just a new form of communication that you want. But you need to work on this internally for your own self. And this isn't your internal energy, but this is just an insight of what your internal energy is projecting for you. So let's continue. So the next card that we have the Fool card. So this kind of and this is in your future. So this is really bringing out somebody who's brand new to you. This is a person who is starting off a new journey with you. And from your good luck and going back, basically from this energy of finding your own teamwork with this individual, being quite observative, being quite rational, healing with each other, possibly just you healing from the outlooks of what you want and what your manifestation of your future self wants. You're deciding how you can move forward. And from it, you will get the Fool, meaning not literally a clown, or maybe your boyfriend could be quite funny, but I'm not saying that in a sense of somebody who is undermining their own personal capabilities and just being haphazard to the world and just doing some random crap. but in a sense where this is just a new individual coming to you. And from this new individual, you'll experience new things in your own personal life. So let's keep going. The next card that we have, and this is in terms of your outside influence, you have the Two of Pentacles. So having the Two of Pentacles, basically this is just a decision on, from your boyfriend, your future boyfriend in this case, on how they will bring you a decision on your finances, or just in general your values of how you should look at these opportunities. Maybe your boyfriend can bring you, your future boyfriend in this case, can bring you numerous wealth, or just an opportunity to feel more content with yourself on the values that you want portrayed in your life. And from it, really, it's just a decision. It's an open decision, but you need to really focus on either accepting this outside influence or just let things ride or decline it. It's up to you. But in terms of how you're feeling now, you're experiencing the Six of Swords right now. So with the Six of Swords being upright, just give me a second real quick, changing the song. Okay, so dealing with the Six of Swords upright, you're really just dealing with a situation that's making you see, it's making you see the transition in your life to become more content with what your boyfriend is bringing in, or what the universe wants you to see in terms of this transition, to embrace the boyfriend that you truly desire, or what you're ready to experience, I should say. So having the Six of Swords being upright, and just to let you know, this is also what you need to know in terms of your current situation, or not your situation, but just in general what you need to know so you can get what you want. You need to just move forward. Don't limit yourself with the disability of your previous communications with people that you've dealt with, or currently with the individuals that you're dealing with, based on the limitations of how they're speaking or what they're presenting. Good day to you, Bonita. Welcome to the channel. If you would like a free reading, just do !read, and after I finish with Chrissy and then finish up with Admiral Winkler, I will then do your reading if you want one. But to continue, basically, yeah, you really need to focus on what you want and move forward with it. Don't allow this opportunity. And by the way, this isn't like transformation. This isn't a death process. This is just you moving forward in terms of your communication to become more refined with. Oh, thank you, Seismic Shrimp, for following. If you like a reading as well, just go ahead and use ! and type read, and I'll get to you after everybody else. But thank you again. To continue, specifically, yeah, just you gotta really focus on what you want to move forward with, because your boyfriend will bring you some type of new opportunity, but do you really want to move forward with your boyfriend, you know? So let's keep moving. Alright, so the next card we have the Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, basically this is your hopes and fears, and this is where you're sitting down, being more content with what you got on your personal emotions. Welcome, Jakari. Thank you for joining in, and just give me a second after I finish up with everybody else, I'll get to you, but thank you again for joining. To continue with you, Chrissy, basically, yeah, having the Nine of Cups, basically you feel satisfied with what you have in terms of your emotions, but from your boyfriend, they're attempting to bring you this success that you can both enjoy as a materialistic aspect, spiritually, and just really feel fulfilled, so that you can get the final cup, which is the Ten of Cups. But by sitting down, recognizing with your boyfriend, you need to take this opportunity very seriously to see that your future boyfriend will bring you something quite beneficial for yourself. I know that was kind of a little bit more vague in terms of the answer, but I'll straighten it up for you. So basically, Hey there, Lily CHS. Okay, so um, to continue, basically all I'm stating is that with the nine of cups, basically you just need to really work on for your hopes and fears to have that fulfilling energy that you want manifested with your boyfriend, your future boyfriend that will be coming to you. With that said, the outcome for this reading, at least, you will have the Three of Wands upright. And having the Three of Wands upright, you will gain the foresight of what you are ready for. You will gain the opportunities to see what type of outlook your life brings you. Because initially, with what you want, the universe will make it thrive, but you need to put in the intuition and opportunity. I mean, not opportunities, but you need to put in the action and opportunities. Wow, I say opportunities twice. Intuition and your own personal intentions to manifest what you really want in your space, because your boyfriend can't do it alone, you know? That's why you gain this foresight to see how you can operate with your boyfriend. And you will both have the light that shines within you to illuminate the opportunities that the Two of Wands were previously showing you both. So with that said, to answer your question, basically, yeah, take the opportunity to really focus with what you want right now in terms of your desires, and your boyfriend will manifest. I can't really answer right now in terms of when your boyfriend will come, because that can happen anytime unless you get an extensive reading. And then I could really do some research to find out when the possibilities of your boyfriend can manifest. But again, that is just based on the cards that are being pulled. I'm not truly answering and predicting that, hey, yeah, your boyfriend's going to come on this day. That's up to you and based on the actions that you manifest. But with that said, yeah, no worries. If you like to get an extensive reading, you already know what it is. I already said it previously, but I just want to get, for these newcomers who are listening in, to you can either Cash App me for my business, which is Dionyx Inc., or you can donate to the channel. I'm sorry, you can donate, which is the Cash App, or you can purchase a service on Weebly.com so that you can get an extensive reading based on how much time you want me to express to you. But with that said, yeah, you have a great day. And if you want, just sit back, relax, and listen to the show, or you can come back tomorrow and, get another free reading. But okay, let's see. The next person, who do we have? We have Admiral Winkler. Hey, if you're still here, go ahead and give me your question, and I'll go ahead and do your reading for you. Right now, just give me a second. I'm going to change the song real quick. Okay, so let's see. So Admiral Winkler's question is, what are the intentions of the spirit that has been visiting me in my dreams? Let's see, what are those intentions of your dreams? So again, this is going to be a Celtic Cross reading. It's going to be 10 cards drawn, and it's going to be random. It's no reverse. So let's see what's going to happen. And also, if everybody could inform me, just let me know if the music is too loud, if it's difficult to listen to what I'm saying. It helps me get a better understanding for everybody based on, if it is more difficult to listen to me or not. So, just let me know if it is hard to hear. So, thank you. But to begin with Admiral Winkler's question, the first card that we have for you, Admiral, we have the World card. So this is really, really good in terms of what this spiritual intuition of the spirit is bringing to you. So basically, overall, this is really good. Basically, this is a completion or accomplishment that the universe is showing you. There's really not much to say, but basically, I'll give you a quote for what this card does mean, though. Basically, what I've been working for is already done in this case. This is Saturnian energy, this is Earth manifestation energy, which is the root of this energy that's manifesting. So this could be just at the root of the situation. This could be directly with you entirely, that spirit is possibly bringing to you, that wants for you to recognize. But let's see a little bit more in terms of what is going on with you, in terms of why spirit has given you this completional energy, or why you are expressing this completional energy. You have the Three of Pentacles upright, teamwork. So in terms of your situation, basically from completing all of these opportunities that have been manifested in your life, you successfully dealt with every single one of them, and spirit is coming into your dreams, possibly rewarding you, possibly giving you an insight of the rewards that you will get, or possibly communing with you through spiritual intuitions to make you become more, I should say, responsive to what the universe wants you to go and deal with in this case. But let's continue. Well, in terms of your past, what you've been dealing with in the distant past at least. Hey there, XDMO. I'll get to you after I finish up with, let me see, the next individual that I need to do is, okay, they didn't, it would be Bonita. I don't know if Lily CHS is still in the chat, but you didn't use !read, so I just wanted to throw that out if you are still waiting. But I am monitoring the chat, so everybody is going to get a turn in terms of their reading. But yeah, my bad for that. Admiral, let's continue. So with your distant past, basically you got the Justice card. Spirit is basically rocking with you. You got the Justice. You feel more content with the actions that you dealt with from your past, or what you're dealing with now. Spirit is rewarding you, saying, hey man, look, or hey madam, look, you got all of this presented to you. You completed this. So what I'm going to do is show you some type of outlook so that you can, by thought, which is the sword, which is communication, allow you to see an insight of your own self to become more content with what you've already completed, which henceforth the world card. So let me go in a little bit deeper in terms of what the Justice card means and how this is relating to you. Well, the Justice card just means that you deserve, according to the crimes and the sins that have been committed in the past, you are dealing with them. Oh, okay. Thank you, Jakari Thomas. Thank you. That helps me out a lot. So my apologies, XDMO. I'm gonna do Lily CHS, then Bonita, and then Jakari, then you in this case. So just please be patient, and I'll get to you. But let's continue. Basically, yeah, the universe is rocking with you. Spirit is rocking with you, literally. It's giving you the opportunity to see, based off of from your past experiences till now, that you are going to feel more content with that justice that you dished out, or you will dish out, or what you've acquired to feel more content with yourself. But why is that? Well, the next card that we have the Wheel of Fortune, which has recently happened for you. Basically, Lady Luck is here. Lady Luck is saying, hey, yo, I see that you already completed this. I see that you're being more content with all the teamwork that you've either dealt with, or you're organizing to dish out. So I'm gonna throw you a quick bone and give you some fortune, give you that wealth, give you that emotional stability, give you that communicative stability to become more expressive, so people can listen to you. Give me a second. Let me change the music. Okay. So to continue, basically, yeah, you're feeling more content with yourself. You're seeing the opportunities happen. You're feeling more ready for what the future is bringing to you, so that you can feel more. Mm, how can I say this? So you can feel more satisfied with what you are making as an accomplishment in your life, or accomplishment in your life, I should say. So let's continue. The next card that we have in terms of what you need to work on for your strength, you have the Five of Cups upright. And with the Five of Cups upright, basically it's saying, well, look, man, I know you're feeling all of this depressional energy. You feel like you lost something. Well, I shouldn't say depressing, but well, no, this does kind of include depressing in certain ways, but basically, all of that energy, all of those experiences that you've previously dealt with, you are becoming more content with it, but you got to get out of that negative mindset. Well, not mindset, but you got to get out of that negative emotional experience that you've had to deal with in order to get the world card, which is happening right now. Spirit is healing you, really. It's showing you and deciphering what has happened, what is changing, and what it's bringing to you, so you can make a decision entirely on how you want to move forward. You can work with Spirit, or you can fight Spirit, what you want. But yeah, basically just get out of, like, if you're asking for a personal opinion, I would say just work on your personal emotions and balance them out, because Spirit is here to help you. Let's keep going though. So you have, for the next card, the Two of Pentacles, being for your future. Basically, it's a decision that the universe is presenting to you, or Spirit is presenting to you. So what is this decision? Basically, from all of the changes that have happened, having the World card, having the Wheel of Fortune, having your Justice from your past experiences be manifested, and just feeling like you're a team player right now, the universe is saying, hey, look, Admiral, I know you did all this stuff. I'm proud of you. I know that you're going to be successfully soaring, but you got to really pick. Do you want me to help you and show you the way how you can get to more success, possibly more success, or more materialistic values that you need to comprehend so that you can see the success thrive? Or let go and just keep fighting and, doing something that is going against the universal principles that the universe wants to show you. It's up to you though. But let's keep going. The next card that we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so basically from the outside influence, this could be Spirit bringing you some type of spiritual influence that makes you feel nurtured. This could be a individual from in the flesh, or a business bringing you some type of nurturing experience to make you feel more content with what you have now, and just being on your throne, or you're being on the top, or however you want to really call it, basically being the best that you can be. So by expressing to Spirit what you want, making that decision, and allowing this healing process to thrive, you will see the outcome of what this nurturing experience is showing you, present you new opportunities, and just feeling more content with yourself. I know I'm kind of being redundant, but I'm just letting you know what it is, really. And also, just to let you know, this is also a suggested approach that the universe, or maybe an outside influence, meaning actual individual, a living being, is bringing to you, so that you can feel more content with yourself. But let's keep going. The next card that we have the Sun card, feeling joyful, and by the way, this is how you're feeling internally with your own self. um, you're feeling quite successful. You know, you're feeling joyful. You're feeling all jolly good, ready to make sure that all of your problems that you previously had get washed away, so that your light can embrace to others, or you're just personally yourself, to keep expanding and feeling that strong, powerful Leo energy, that fire energy that is radiating all throughout inside your life. Specifically, though, with what's going on, this is an opportunity also that from the internal influences that are constantly manifesting with yourself, you will become more, I should say, more influenced to be in the successful energy versus just feeling it, the declining negativity that can present itself if you allow it to manifest. Uh, Give me a second. Okay. So, yeah, just basically, hey Tika, welcome to the channel. If you like, just if you want a reading, just go ahead and use exclamation mark read, and I'll get to you after I finish up with XDMO. I'm right now on doing Admiral Winkler's reading, and then next it'll be Lily CHS, then Bonita, then Jakari, then XDMO. So welcome. But to continue with you, Admiral, yeah, basically it's up to you how you should move forward, really, because the next card that we have for you, which is your hopes and fears, we have the King of Swords. Basically, you be mentally being, or I should say mentally having this card is representing that you're ready in the mind to deal with any dilemma that is being manifested. And since this is an air card, meaning this is a sword. This is a sword card, which is representing air element, and which is representing communication. This is also benefiting your internal energy, which is the sun, to make your sun brighten even more. So basically, to put it bluntly, yeah, just yeah, Tika, just use exclamation mark read, and you'll be a part of the list. I don't have the command list right now open at this time because I have to set it all up, but I'm going through the chat to monitor who will be getting their reading next in this case, and just following along from it. But just be patient. I'll get to you. And thank you again for staying in the channel and listening in. But to continue with you, Admiral, yeah, basically you need to really allow this energy, well, I should say as an opinion, you should utilize this energy to embrace the opportunities that are manifesting for yourself, because you're mentally ready. You know what you want, and Spirit is showing you what you need to do, but you need to really focus on these communicative exchanges in the spiritual aspect, which are just your dreams that you're manifesting and communicating with the universe, to be reciprocated, really. And what will happen as the outcome, you will have the Four of Cups. So what does this mean? Basically, having the Four of Cups, this is basically this is like divine, it's a divine emotional intuition, or a divine, well, I'll just put it blunt. Basically, it's apathy. So basically, it's going to be where some type of unsatisfied desire is going to be satisfied. But this is up to you if you're going to let this new emotion come to you and be received. Excuse me. So yeah, really, how you should operate with this influential energy that you're vibrating quite vastly. You need to decide if you really want to take this cup. Do you want to drink from this cup, or do you want to pour it out and let it, just spill away? In hindsight, though, for you being patient, thinking about your different ideas, you're basically taking a new turn in your life. This is also making you release and redeem from the current situation that you're experiencing, so that you can have the correct option become available to you in hindsight. So with that said, to answer your question directly, basically Spirit is bringing you this new intuition. Spirit is helping you, but you must help yourself in order to allow Spirit to help you. What do I mean by that? Basically, it's up to you to decide how you want to take this cup. Do you want to drink it or you want to pour it? Like I said previously. Because if you pour it out, then Spirit can't help you. Spirit could just show you all this, and you could just nonchalantly ignore it. But again, this is up to you. So if you want an extensive reading, you can go to dionysic.weebly.com and purchase a extensive reading that I can go either 15 minutes all the way up to 60 minutes in terms of the reading based on your question. Or you could donate to the channel and I could do a reading for you. You know, it'll be an extensive one, but basically it'll be a basic extensive reading for you. So thank you again for listening in, Admiral Winkler. Hopefully this information has helped you to see the opportunities that are being present to you and what Spirit is trying to show you. And really, come back if you have any more questions. Come back tomorrow or just listen in and, you know, enjoy the show. But also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps us stay alive so I can give you guys free readings. So with that said, let's keep going. So who's next? Who's next? Who's next? Okay. Thank you for the following, Admiral Winkler. Yeah, no worries. All right. So the next individual that we have Lily CHS. Lily CHS, welcome. Go ahead and give me your reading. Go ahead and give me your question, and I'll do the reading for you. Okay, Lily CHS, are you still here? If not, I'm gonna have to move forward, and I don't want to make you miss your turn. So I'm gonna give you an additional 2 more minutes. If you're not here, then I'm gonna keep going, and the next person who will get their reading will be Bonita. Okay, well, it looks like Lily CHS isn't here, so I will move forward to the next person. So, the next person, Bonita, are you here? If so, welcome, and go ahead and give me your question, and I'll enjoy doing your reading and see if I can help you out based on the question you present. Okay, so for Benita, your question is what's next coming towards you in love? Okay, so let's see. So just to let you know again, this is gonna be a 10 card. This is gonna be a 10 spread reading. It's gonna be completely random. I have no control over the cards that are gonna be pulled out. So let's see what's gonna happen. And I am not picking reverse cards. Alright, Bonita. So let's see what you got for your first card. So the first card that we have for you, we have the Six of Wands. So dang. Wow. apparently you're going to get some type of recognition for your love. Um, Maybe this is a recognition of a love that is coming to you. Maybe this is you just feeling entirely content, really, with what is going on in terms of the actions that you have manifested for your love life. This could also be a situation where you have completed some type of victorious event, such as battling out with your job, battling out with people who don't recognize what you want in terms of your love life, or maybe some type of affair that happened in your life. You know, you just have that recognition. You got that status. You got that status, to be honest. But let's keep going. So you got recognition right now in terms of your love life, or what's coming to you in terms of your love life, I should say. The next card that we have the Eight of Swords, and this is what you're dealing with right now, though. So even though you have recognition, this could be feeling more, or mentally feeling more trapped based on the negativities that were presented to you, or you were expressing yourself, either from, and don't take this the wrong way, but this is probably from you having some type of self-hate, or maybe people having hate against you in the form of being narcissistic, whatever you want to call it out. Point is that, you know, you're feeling this negativity, you're feeling this type of depressional energy that's clogging your mindset. You're feeling trapped right now, right? So the universe is saying, hey, look, you just dealt with all of these problems. Your love life is going to show you something new. So, you know, take this time to really see that what is vibrating in your heart and is going to your mind is going to manifest something that is going to be tangible. But in order to allow your mind to manifest what you want, you got to pull out those swords, toss them into the water, or pull them out and stop carrying all those burdens, you know? Allow your communication to become smooth, I should say. So let's keep going. What is happening in terms of your love life? So the next card that has happened in your distant past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. And having the Queen of Pentacles, this is telling us that, hey, you know, you previously were nurtured, possibly internally with your own self. You probably had a lot of self-love for yourself. Maybe you had some type of opportunity in terms of materialistic value or materialistic information that made you preserve what you are expressing for yourself. And it's basically making you comfortable, okay? So what the universe is trying to help you with, though, is make you see that even though you have these experiences to feel more content with yourself and to have this nurturing aspect of what you should be experiencing still, or you should, should allow to vibrate with you, I should say, you need to really work on for your own self what you want to manifest. But let's keep going in terms of your love life. So what's happening right now in terms of the recent past, this couple of days, how you want to put it out like that, basically you got the Eight of Coins. This is you working hard on the materialistic values of your own self, or maybe just your the love life that you want to bring in. You're manifesting materials that can become successful from the endeavors of what you previously had to deal with in your past to stay in that nurturing experience. So I know that's kind of vague, I should say, but in a sense where what you need to focus on right now, it's taking you to a long journey that's making you see that just keep working forward, keep putting in all of your hard work into this one, or not one, excuse me, but these multiple things that are being present for you so your love life can flourish. And also this can apply with the same principle of what your love is showing you. You need to work hard on that so that your love can thrive for whoever you want in your life. But let's keep going. The next card that we have for you, we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is what you need to work on, which is the decisions of your of materialistic information or values that are present for you. Really having the Two of Pentacles, basically you need to just focus on what side in a manifesting, or I shouldn't say manifesting, in a in a sense of what you want manifested, I should say, you need to really decide if you really are content with it. Are you going to be happy with what you have, or are you going to just be going left field and, declining the offers that the universe wants to present to you? Where are you going to go with this, and ultimately you will find it, but you got to really work on the choice that is present for you. So let's keep going. So the next card that we have in terms of your future, for your future, you have the Four of Pentacles, and this is basically you feeling as if you're hogging you're holding down your own personal security. You're holding down all your finances that are making you feel more assertive with what your love life should bring you, I should say. So what do I mean by that? Basically, by recognizing the materialistic information that is present in your life for your love life will make you see what you're lacking and what you're benefiting, but you need to budget it out. So you'll feel like, okay, man, I'm possibly struggling on certain aspects of my love life, so how can I feel, or how can I deal with this problem, or how can I manifest the next step so I can keep pushing forward and get the real success that I want for my love? Well, okay, you gotta really organize what you got already and just be patient with it, and not in the sense of just always be patient. There's always times to take opportunity to be aggressive with the opportunities that are going to manifest for you, but you need to really sit yourself down and focus on what needs to be worked on, really. So let's keep going. The next card that we have the Six of Coins, or Six of Pentacles. So having the Six of Pentacles, and this is the outside influence. So having the Six of Pentacles, basically you're going to this is you giving away your energy, or giving a gift to others to express the love that you want towards your future partner, or maybe in terms of love, this could be the love of a relationship or family members that you have. Well, specifically you're looking for love reading, so to be precise, this mainly could be your partner, or just your partner bring you something, either way, because it's an outside influence. They're going to show you something that you're possibly not aware of, or you're becoming more susceptible towards, but you need to really focus on, do you really want it? And that's where, for the two cards, having the what you need to work on, which is the Five of Pentacles, and having the for your future card, which is the Four of Pentacles, you need to really decide, okay, hey, do I really want to go forward with this, and take in what this individual is presenting to me, or what this entity is presenting to me, or should I give my energy and present what the universe wants me to give out, because the next card that you're dealing with, you have the you have the Nine of Swords upright, and having the Nine of Swords upright, this is this is anxiety all over, and you need to work on this. You gotta clean this up, like, for real, because if you don't clean this up, you're going to keep having this anxiety problem of not finding the real love that you want. What do I mean by that? Basically, having all of this deep thoughts that are clouding your judgment, you're going to feel more you're really going to feel like you're missing out on a lot of things. You're going to feel like you don't have the opportunities that are present to you to manifest the love that you really want. And by not allowing this by allowing this energy to keep thriving, you're just going to miss out. So, really work on yourself and really focus on the capabilities that you can present, which, again, going back to the seventh card, which is the Six of Pentacles, to manifest and thrive from based off of that perception, really. So what is going to happen next? Basically, for your hopes and fears, you got the Fool card, and basically this is telling us, hey, look, once you combat, well, not combat, but once you heal and ground this mind nerving energy that is making you tense or making your nerves become quite intensive, you will see that from this new opportunity that has just been brought up to you in terms of what you want for your hopes and fears, you will see an outlook that life is trying to make you keep moving. Life is bringing you to keep moving forward into a new projection of what you want for love. So, what will your love really be then? Well, in terms of a conclusion, basically, your love is going to be an opportunity where basically, well, somebody or something is going to feel defeated. This could be you if you let your anxiety throw you off your own feet, or this could be outside influence that's going to lose based on the situations that they present and they're dealing with you mentally, that they fall based off of the conclusion that they can't defeat you in this situation. So really take the time to really focus on yourself. Take the time to really understand what you're bringing to the table for love, because love will manifest, but it is up to you to be more assertive, to organize what you want, to decide what you want, to work hard for what you want. Definitely work hard for what you want, to get that nurturing feeling which you previously experienced in your past, so that nobody can successfully challenge you and defeat you. So, with that said, Bonita, thank you for listening in to your reading. If you would like to get an extensive reading, you can go to dionixinc.weebly.com, and you can purchase a service from us, and we could do a extensive reading for you based on how much you purchase, or you could donate to the channel, and I could do an extensive reading for you now. So it's up to you. But again, thank you again for listening in. Please like, share, and subscribe, because that keeps the channel up and running. And, you can listen in, or tomorrow you could come back and get your new free reading. But with that said, thank you again, and peace. So let's keep going. So who's next? Okay. So the next person, we have Jakari. Jakari, hey there. Welcome back, old-time reader. I'm sorry, old-time viewer, excuse me. Jakari, go ahead and give me your question, and I'll be happy to do your reading for you. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for the subscription, Bonita. Okay, Excuse me, Jakari, Thomas, are you there? If you aren't, I will have to move forward, and I don't want to make you lose out on your turn. So, if you can, please respond and give me your question. You got another 2 more minutes. Okay, so Jakari Thomas isn't here, so what I'll do is I'll continue to the next individual. Okay, so who's next? The next person is XDMO. Hey XDMO, I know you're waiting to get your reading, so go ahead and give me your question, and I'll be happy to do your reading for you. Okay, so for XDMO's question, will me, Madeline, and you're an Aquarius. Okay, reunite with your ex, Jason, which is a Libra. Things have been rocky lately. No worries. Okay, let's begin and get your reading down. Alright, so let's see. Oops. So just to let you know again, for your reading, this reading is going to be completely random. I have no control over it. I don't do reverses, and basically it's going to be a 10 card slide. I'm sorry, a 10 card Celtic Cross reading. So with that said, let's begin and see what's going on. Okay. So, the first card that we have for you, XDMO, it looks like we have, oh my, we have the Hierophant, the leader, or in this case, the Pope. Okay. So, having the Hierophant upright, basically, this is telling us that there's some type of religion or religious type of energy or a group of identity present. This is Taurian energy, which is um, it's ruled by Venus in this case. This is Earth energy, and this is being ruled by the throat chakra, right? So basically, having this energy, this is telling us that possibly with uh, you and your ex Jason might be dealing with something that is making you identify with each other, or maybe have some type of religious identification with each other to express what you both must embrace. Because in hindsight, for the Hierophant, it means that you choose the traditions that you embrace and how you do it. So let's find out, what type of traditions are you embracing? So the next card that we have the Four of Cups upright. Just give me a second real quick. Change the song. Alright, let's keep going. So having the Four of Cups upright, this is telling us basically you're dealing with a really dealing with apathy, some type of form of apathy that's being present to you in terms of the intuition of this religious or maybe group identity that you have with Jason. My apologies. Yeah, Jason, your ex, to experience a new emotion that is divine for you both. Now, I know, as you said, it's been rocky lately, but let's see why it's rocky lately. Well, the reason why, in terms of your past, for you, or maybe Jason, or maybe both, you both have the death card. So there's possibly something in your past experience for your relationship, either individually or for both of you. You both are dealing with a situation that's making you transform in your life. But this transformation is making you become more dogmatic based on the religious aspects, or maybe the emotions of this religious aspect is making you change based off of old intuitions that have been brought to you both in terms of your relationship. And because, you're both air signs, you both should be doing good, but I can't really say that all the way because, it depends on your ascendant, it depends on your moon sign as well, and where your suns are positioned. So, hey, take it how it is. But, excuse me. The next card that we have for you, we have your card, XDMO, which is the Star card. So, having the Star card, basically, you're either, this is this is just recently passed. So this is where, you're feeling in tip-top shape. You feel like you're the star. You're, how can I put this? Basically, you feel the hope. There could be hope that you want manifested in your life, or there's some type of spiritual guidance that is being present, which this energy, of course, is Uranian energy. It's air, which is the crown. This is crown energy that's being manifested for you or for your ex, or both, that y'all both need to. So you said you had a toxic relationship prior to him, which gave you insecurities, and now you're more spiritual, which which he has more family issues in terms of finances, etc., but he does not confront his emotions. Okay. And yes, okay, so that actually makes more sense. So basically, yeah, with the experiences that you're dealing with, y'all are both, either both or individually, you're not transforming, you're seeing the hope that is present for you so that you can transform based on the distant experiences that you both experienced or individually, to recognize how you can move forward. But how are you going to move forward? Well, let's find out. So, how you can move forward in terms of this situation for you and your ex, it looks like there's getting to be an opportunity for you both to have a new journey with each other. Maybe not as lovers, who knows? This can be this can represent a form of love, because it's a new journey. It's just a new experience that's being open to you. But having the Fool card upright, being the fourth card that we drew, I'm sorry, the fifth card that we drew, this is also a situation that making you look into your own internal strengths, or maybe Jason needs to look into his internal strength to see how he can operate with these situations. And like you say, there's some financial situations, there's other situations, and you're becoming more spiritually connected to figure out how you can handle the situation. So really, what you both need to do is just really work hard on what needs to be focused on, so that you can both change into a better outlook in your life. So, but what is this better outlook? Well, it seems like in your future you have the Six of Swords upright. And having the Six of Swords upright, this could be a form of either abandonment. This could be basically a form of like, I don't know. This could be some form of transition, really, that your life is making you see and experience. So even though you're dealing with something that may feel negative, or in hindsight could be a positive, but the positivity is making you see the negativity within it, you both need to really move forward, because when you move forward, you're going to see a new outlook. But what is that new outlook? Well, the new outlook seems to be the Ace of Swords upright. So what is this new outlook in your life? Having the Ace of Swords being the outside influence in your life for you and Jason, y'all are both seeing this divine communication that has just somehow out of nowhere like that bring you both more closer to each other to comprehend what needs to be settled, what needs to be manifested, to work hard on the intentions that are brought up in your life. So let me be a little bit more specific. Basically, this card, or the Ace of Swords, would represent honesty and truth. It represents the nobility of one. I'm sorry, not nobility in terms of status, but nobility of one's truth. So, like you said, your ex had issues of confronting his own emotions. This could be the truth that is making him see, or maybe both of you need to work together to confront or figure out a way to bring this out so that y'all can become more clear on how you can handle this problem. Because what will happen next? Well, how you're feeling, or how you're both feeling as a result from dealing with this problem, will make you feel as if you're the emperor, being the ruler of all of your emotions, being ready to handle any type of dilemma, to knock down anybody who tries to combat you and bring some type of conflict that goes against the principles of what you both are working on right now to transform. From it, having the Emperor card upright, this is making you also recognize that, you know, you have the authority, you have this will within yourself. You or Jason, or both, have this will to construct this new life that you're both focusing on to make. Because by taking the opportunity to let this new transformation manifest, let your hope manifest, and let this new adventure prosper correctly based on your own actions that you and Jason are manifesting, you will see a new light that is going to become quite embracive to the actions that you both want manifested, really. In hindsight. And I know, like I said before, I know I'm being redundant with most of my commentary, but basically to the point, it's just telling you that, look, you gotta really work on these key things that are present in your life. Once you work on them, you will see and feel content with what you have, and you will both feel like you're the ruler of your world, literally. Give me a second. Okay. So let's continue. So the next card that we have, which is your hopes and fears, we have the Two of Wands, and basically this is just telling us that from understanding these experiences, feeling more content with how you and Jason are feeling right now in terms of your relationship and going forward, feeling that Emperor energy, you will observe your world, you will observe your surrounding to become more aware of what you need to do next, what is necessary for you to build for your future, and how. Oh, welcome, Star Travels. Yeah, you could get a reading. Just use !read, and then I'll be able to get to your reading next, actually. But with that said, okay, I'll get to you, but please use !read so that I can get to your reading next. But to continue with you, XDMO, basically, yeah, y'all are both seeing the world around you. Y'all are seeing your playing field. Y'all see the conditions that are present, and you know how to operate, and you are working on that. But the question is, are you going to do it? Are you going to focus on this? Because if you don't, then you will see that these opportunities are not going to manifest as how it should be, or I should say, naturally should be. Because the outcome in your life is temptation in terms of your question. So, what is this temptation and sin card? Basically, all this is telling us is that the failures of getting your victory over a very serious sin, which is of divine importance, the importance, the failure to control your own temptations, learning from lessons from sinful acts or hesitations in denying a sin, which can ruin one's life, or a hesitation to confess and to accept the guilt. These are present in your life that are going as an outcome that is testing you both to see how you both will operate if you want this to work. If you don't, hey, what can the universe do for you? Because you and Jason are the ones that are operating. You're on the driver's seat. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're in the driver's seat, ready to operate the wheel. So take this situation seriously and manifest what you both want, because you will get it, but you need to work for it. If you don't work for it, you're not going to get anything, you know. But with that said, to conclude your reading, basically, yeah. In hindsight, basically, you both are the leaders at this time. You both are taking the opportunity to feel and to express and experience that authority power that you have, so that you can manifest the new light that is going to come to you. But you're being tempted quite viciously on the outcome that you want manifested, to let you see, hey, are you going to take this apple, or are you just going to, well, no, I shouldn't say it like that, but are you going to ignore the serpent to give you the wisdom that the universe said, hey, don't eat this? Or are you going to listen to the universe and become more stagnant, well, not stagnant, excuse me, become more, or have a motive to move forward with your ex, so that you can see the light that the universe is trying to portray to you? So with that said, just work hard. Like, I mean, not work hard, but be smart and operate correctly, so that you both can deal with these problems. So you've worked a lot. It's just him. You've been feeling doubtful. Yeah, you've been feeling doubtful because of the fact of this transformation, and also this experience that's making you become more open to hope. So don't let it bring you down. Just really work on it, because you will get the opportunity, but the opportunity is testing you to see if you're gonna really take it or not. But with that said, thank you for listening in, XDMO. I appreciate you listening. And also, if you can, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. It keeps the channel alive, so I can keep providing you and others free readings like this. And if you really want an extensive reading on this question, or maybe other questions that you have, you could go ahead and donate to the channel, which is on our Cash App, $Dionyx Inc. Or you can purchase a service from dionyxinc.weebly.com, and from there I can do a private reading or a public reading, your choice, based on the option that you chose. But with that said, thank you for listening in, and if you want, you can continue listening, or you can come back tomorrow and get a new reading. But yeah, so who's next? Okay, so the next individual we have Star Travels. Hey there. I know you've been patient, so I'm gonna get to you right now. So your question, Star Travels, is you want to know if Brian wants a commitment with you. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen. Before I do your reading, Star Travels, give me a second. I'm going to change the song. Where did I put it? Yeah. should not have put that there. Okay. I'll play this one. Alright, let's continue. Okay, so Star Travels. Let's begin with your reading. So, just to let you know, the cards that I'm going to be drawing are completely random. I have no control over it, and also I don't do reverses. So, with that said, let's see what kind of fortune is going to be present for you. Okay, so Star Travels. The first card that we have for you, we have the whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, look at that. You got the King of Pentacles. First card. Dang, look at y'all. Okay. Well, having the King of Pentacles, this is security. So this is basically somebody, maybe you or Brian, who's on their throne, who has all the security, or who's feeling, well, not feeling, but who values the security that is manifested in y'all life that you have worked for or are getting, maybe. But let's see what is going on in terms of your situation and why you have the security card. Well, you have the okay, shoot, you got the High Priestess upright. Look at that. So having the High Priestess upright, it looks like that basically with this security, with the King of Pentacles, either one of you having all this fortune, having all of these opportunities being present for you, it looks like that there's some type of intuition or maybe some type of higher wisdom that is being contributed from the results that have been made from the King of Pentacles. So to answer your question lightly, this could bring out a situation where Brian may be seeing the securities that you present in terms of you either reciprocating with him for financial needs, or having that manifestation of what you and him are making to enact a energy that's gonna really make you a powerhouse, I should say. Really, with the High Priestess, this could also be Brian possibly seeing, like, he's looking over at I'm sorry, he's looking over you to see all that you can bring, and he's probably comfortable seeing the security that you bring to him, probably emotional, probably financial, probably communicative wise to a certain extent. Okay. And really making you see and feel more, making you see, or he sees, that you both are going to become more comfortable with each other. Okay, you're twin flames. Okay, that brings out a lot. Well, let's continue then for your question. So the next card that we have in terms of your distant past, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So basically, Lady Luck is here. She's like, oh shoot, they're a powerhouse. This is a powerhouse right here. Oh shoot, let me sprinkle you some luck real quick. Y'all are doing really good, so I'm gonna give you this good fortune. So even though you experienced this previous fortune in your life, and you're possibly feeling content, possibly Brian's like, oh man, Star Travels, I rock with you. I really see these different type of outlooks that you bring to my life, and from all these experiences that you both had to deal with, you're both becoming more connected, I should say, and are being gifted with an opportunity that is making you become more direct with what both want, I should say, because your current recent past that has already that you and Brian have already dealt with. You have the Two of Swords upright, and this is just a decision through your communications. So by dealing with your communication, so you feel like he doesn't care about you, like he kind of likes you, but you wish he showed his emotions. Okay, well, give me a second, real quick. Change the song. All right. So to continue, basically, yeah, there's some type of decision in terms of the communication that you're both bringing recently on how you can handle this situation. But even though he doesn't really show his emotion like that, and you come off thinking that he may not care for you, there's an opportunity to see. Okay, for Brian, is he going to move forward with you for what you bring? Is he going to accept you in a communicative manner or a mindset manner based off of what you bring, so that you both can understand each other and bring out this new love that you both cherish for each other, or hopefully cherish for each other. Yes, you both aren't speaking right now, but you believe he will contact you. There's a possibility, especially with having the Two of Swords upright in terms of your recent past, not your distant past, but your recent past. There's a possibility that that could happen. But let's look over what is going on in terms of what you and Brian need to focus on. Look at that. It's the Lover's card. Hold on. Turn this down a little bit. Okay. So you have the Lover's card upright, and this is basically saying, hey, look, y'all got this bond. Y'all need to really work on this. Y'all don't work on this, there could be a separation. Because the Lover's card, basically, this just means love, union, or bonds. It's your personal value system that leads you to love. And this energy is Gemini, air, and this is a part of the heart. So with what you're presenting and what Brian's presenting, there's a possibility that, he could bring you a ring. He could shower you with some gifts. But based on how you're communicating, you need to both be on point with your communication on what is needed to thrive in this relationship. Because if you don't allow your communication to thrive, nothing is going to happen. This relationship will become dead. And not in the sense of a transformation, I mean literally dead. I don't want to throw negative energy out to you like that, but I'm just giving facts. Like, you got to work on this. You and him got to work on this if you want this to continue. Even if you both aren't speaking with each other, take the time to reflect on what you love with each other and reciprocate that energy and build from it to understand both rights and wrongs, so that you both can become more comfortable with the opportunities that will come to you for your love relationship. So what's going to happen in your future, though? You got the King of Wands. Dang, this is a powerhouse. Okay, so having the King of Wands, basically this is telling us that there's some type of vision being experienced. This is some type of outlook of what you and Brian are experiencing, which is making you both become more aware of what type of fulfillment you both are dealing with. Now, specifically, I'm gonna elaborate a little bit on the King of Wands. So specifically, this just means that this is an individual who speaks politely to others, their subjects, people who work for them, or people who are supporting them, and is the master of social sciences. This is a person that puts their best efforts in every deal in their life, fulfills their promises, and keeps their word to the end. And their heart is basically like their warehouse filled with memories and relationships. So, with that information, so you've done far too much and went to his house with cupcakes. I mean, hey, still keep trying. I mean, that's cool. I should say that's fine that you present him gifts, but at the same time, are you truly reciprocating what he's reciprocating? Are you being aware of the emotions that he's presenting? Which is why you have the Lover's card showing to you. You may be going above and beyond, but you gotta understand that energy can't be forced. It has to be balanced and reciprocated from both partners. If not, then there's gonna be imbalance. You could keep flooding him with all these gifts and stuff, but he could just like emotionally say, oh, "Okay, thank you for the cupcakes. Okay, what's next?" Or, and I don't want to throw out negative energy, but this could be something where you could be finessing in terms, or you're just probably not comfortable with what you're presenting. Again, don't take that, don't take my comment as if it's a perception of going left. I'm just stating a hypothetical perception that you need to really focus on what. Yeah, he isn't giving his part. Okay, that's fine. You need to really reciprocate what he's giving, because if he's not giving you what you are constantly giving him, then there's gonna always be an imbalance. But let's continue. So even though there's some type of vision being presented in your future, what's going on with your outside influences? Well, give me a second. Change the song. Okay, so the next card that we have for you, we have the Eight of Wands, right? So having the Eight of Wands, basically, this is just telling us that something swift is going to happen from the outside. This is probably Brian coming in just out of the blue, like, okay, man, I recall all of these events that happened, man. I see that my girl is showing me all this, even though we separate, we don't really talk. Dealing with all these extra situations that are coming up in my life, probably for me feeling tired or whatever. He's probably going to be showing you in a hasteful manner at that, because the Eight of Wands represents fast action that's going to enact. Luckily, it's not reversed, but hey, anyway, point is that something fast is going to happen that's going to change, and since this is an outside influence, this could be Brian or you, that it's going to bring something new to the table that's going to make some type of change. But what is that? Well, for how you both are feeling, you have the Empress card, and having the Empress card, how you both are feeling is making you see that, well, excuse me, there's some type of abundance that can happen here. There's some type of creativity that can happen, or fertility that can happen, but where is it leading you? Basically, with the connection towards what has been reciprocated will make you be reminded of the abundance that can become unlimited in your relationship, but you both need to work on this. If you don't work on this, hey, everything could go south like that. But specifically having this energy, basically this is just this is a energy of abundance where an event can happen if it is worked on correctly and is organized, where you both are receiving it in a well-mannered gift, or maybe, and not in a sense of just literally a gift, but in a sense, predict we're going to have a kid boy. Oh, congratulations! But in a sense of bringing something that is highly valuable, highly genuine, I should say, that will make you see the love that you both are manifesting at this time. But let's continue. So what's going on with your hopes and fears? Well, oh my, look at that. You got the Capricorn energy. You got the devil. Ooh, no, I'm kidding. Specifically with the devil card, basically this is telling for you and Brian that you both need to work on what is being presented. You're being tempted with this energy to see, okay, are you going to pull your chain? That's being, like, as you can see on the card, you see these chains wrapped around both this female individual and this male individual. You're predicting, you're not predicting, oh, I'm sorry. My apologies. But yeah, basically you have these chains around you, and whoever is tugging on the chain is going to pull on the fixture stone that's grounding you both to not move forward on where you want to move forward, right? So, how can you deal with this? Well, I mean, for one, you can both take off the chain because look, if you look closely, the chain doesn't look too tight. It's not like gripping the neck all the way for these two individuals, meaning for you and Brian. So take off the chain. Don't allow your fears to overthrow the ideas and the gifts that are being manifested with your relationship because of something silly in terms of not understanding each other or having disputes that you both don't comprehend on events that are making you see in a negative mindset. Allow this Capricornian energy to become successful for you. Take this devil energy. Man, take this energy and focus on an intuition for yourself to become free. Don't break your chains, because if you don't, you're just going to hold yourself back and hold being the Lover's card, which is interesting. You had the Lover's card for what you need to focus on, and you now have for your hopes and fears as the Devil card. It's just basically you being transmitted from your love to being tempted on other things. So maybe Brian is being tempted on something, maybe you're being tempted on something. Even though you're tempted to have Brian come back to you, you both need to focus on a pure resolution of what you want, you know? Because what will happen as a conclusion is the the King of Cups. So basically, this is just being emotionally or, uh, being emotional or having some type of self control manifested in your playing field, or not playing field, your environment, yourself, you and Brian, really. So let me elaborate on this. Specifically, having the King of Cups, this is telling us that even though you do not want to compare your own dreams or your fantasies and the creativity, imagination that is being presented in the real life situations in your life, you and Brian's, you both need to really take the time to allow your creative or the right brain energy. You fear he's tempted with other women. Okay, well, if there's temptation from other women, work on it. Show them that you show them that you're the bad girl. Well, not in the sense of being somebody who's a criminal, or I shouldn't say a profession, but in a sense, somebody who's negative. Be somebody who's positive in this world and be his shining light. Be something that's quite tempting as the devil card to bring him to you. But yeah, to continue, basically having the King of Cups, this is telling us that, with the creative mindsets that you and Brian are utilizing from your right your right brain, the female portion of your brain, you both need to really focus on the emotions that are going to bring you into this comfortable environment. What will this comfortable environment be? It will be the success of your love if you allow it to manifest. But how will this happen? Well, for the fact that you're allowing all of these jumble tasks and all of these decisions pop out of nowhere and making you and Brian become crazy against each other, not in the sense literally crazy, but in the sense of having disputes against each other for the fact that, you both are arguing your own personal points against each other, or not even arguing, just have a conflict against each other. You need to both work together to find that resolution. And I know I'm kind of being redundant, but the point is that work on this. Just work on this. If you work on it, you will find a result that will make you feel satisfied, because by having this King of Cups, you will feel and experience an opportunity that will make you seem like you either rescued each other or have a event, a emotional event at that makes you feel that as if this relationship will be rescued, and you will possibly have what in this case you want, star travels, which is you predict that you will have a child in your life, a boy. This could manifest. So really work on this. But with that said, thank you for listening in. If you want an extensive reading, you can purchase a reading on dynamicsinc.weebly.com. We can assist you based on your question, and based on how much you provide, we'll provide in exchange how much time we can present to you and how much knowledge we can throw out to you based on your question. Or you could donate on our you could donate on our Cash App, our business Cash App, which is $Sync. And yeah, I can do a public reading for you right now, and an extensive one at that, and answer your questions. But with that said, also, no worries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel survive. And yeah, come back tomorrow to get your reading or stay in. But with that said, have a great day. With that said, if anybody else has a question, new viewers who hop in, go ahead, type !read, and I look forward to doing your reading. But with that said, just sit back, relax, and listen into the music. Hi there, Felix and Mwanta. Okay, just give me a second. I will do a Celtic Cross reading for you, and we'll see what based on your question, what will happen for you. So your question is, what message does your spirit guide have for you? Okay, let's see. And just to let you know, for new viewers, always use !read. This way you will be listed in for being a viewer who needs their reading done. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so just to let you know, Felix, in terms of your reading, this reading is going to be strictly Celtic Cross. It's going to be 10 cards, it's not going to be reversed, and I have no control over the cards that are going to be drawn. with that said, let's see what fortune is for you. And I don't do reverses, by the way. So let's begin. Before we begin, just give me a quick second. Okay, let's begin. So for you, Felix, your the cards that we have for you, we have for the first card, we have the Three of Cups upright. And having the Three of Cups upright, this is some type of grace being present for you. Specifically, having the Three of Cups, this is some type of friendship being developed. This is some type of success that has been fulfilled, maybe a fulfillment of a wish, some type of good news that is manifested for you. Um, but specifically, this could be some type of spiritual intuition that's making you see this fulfillment. But let's continue to find out. Well, because of the fact that you had the Three of Cups, the next card that we have the Temperance card, the Sagittarian card. Having the Temperance card upright, this is making you see in terms of your spirit guide, it's assisting you, or spirit is working with you to see the success that you are manifesting, or currently going to manifest, I should say, based on the results that you're bringing out. But what kind of results? Well, for one, we know that from having the Temperance card upright, this is telling us that you are being patient in terms of the situation that's manifested. But why are you patient? Well, because of the fact for your next card, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Now, having the Knight of Pentacles, this is telling us that some type of new materialistic information, not in terms of mentally as a sword or air energy, but in terms of materialistic as financial, is something financial as information is coming to you. But what kind of financial situation, or what type of financial values, or just values in general, are coming to you, and that spirit is guiding you? Well, in terms of your recent past, we have the Chariot card. So what does this mean? Basically, this just means basically for you traveling to your own personal victory, or having some type of momentum building up from the events that you had to deal with, you're seeing that a new outlook in your life is manifesting where no obstacle will stop you now. Basically, you just faced all your enemies, you know how to move forward and get to the next point, from point A to point B in this case. But let's keep going. So what do you need to work on as this time? Well, you need to work on really yourself. This is the Page of Pentacles upright. So specifically, this is you handling your own financial wealth, because having the Page of Pentacles upright, this is telling us that, excuse me, there's some type of new opportunity, like a new job is being present, new business is coming out, or maybe some type of new type, basically just a new opportunity is being manifested for you, so that you can recognize how you should move forward, that the universe is presenting to you. So what will happen next? Well, oh, okay. The next card that you have for this reading, you have the Seven of Wands, and this is basically dealing with the challenges that are being presented to you based off of having this new materialistic influence come to you, having this opportunity to move forward to a new location, or just a new destination that the universe or spirit is telling you to go. You're dealing with it, but by competing with this opportunity and handling it, you will see a new outlook in your life that is going to manifest something brighter for you. But what is that? Well, from an outside influence, you have, or the next card that you have is the Ace of Cups, and basically this is just a divine message, really, or a divine, not message, but a divine emotional input that's coming to you, that spirit is providing to you, or you are providing to your own self, quote quote, uh, that is making you feel the intimacy that you've always wanted, or that you soon will want, or soon are experiencing. You know, either or. Um, but what will happen in terms of your internal self? Specifically, you are dealing with the moon card. Hey, Jakari. Yeah, welcome back. I'll do your reading next. So, what are you dealing with in terms of yourself internally? Well, you have the moon card, like I previously said. And what is this representing? Basically, you're dealing with Neptunian energy. You're dealing with confusion, mass illusions that are thwarting your own perception of how you should operate. Going left, I'm sorry, going right is making you go left. So you really need to focus on your own self to become more comfortable with what is going to be present in your life and what is being brought in your life right now. Because what will happen next? Look at that. You have the Sun card next, which is your hopes and fears. And having this being your hopes and fears, this is telling us that basically you're going to be feeling joyful. You're going to be feeling excited. You're going to be thrilled based off of what Spirit is bringing to you as a divine intuition. This is an opportunity that the universe is really helping you see that, look, man, or look, my apologies for gendering, for applying a gender to you, but my point is that for you as an individual, you will see this new outlook in your life that is making you become more calm with yourself, become more stable with yourself, becoming more embracing yourself really as the sun, as this fire energy. And from it, by not allowing your negative, your shadow side, the negativity in your life, which is depression, all of these intuitions that could block your energy from forward, to be washed away or burnt away, really. Kind of like a phoenix, which is Scorpio, or the death card, really, to change the outlook in your life, to feel content. I mean, not contempt, but content. You could barely hear me. Okay, so give me a second. Turn this down a little bit more. Okay, so let's continue. So, what's going to happen in terms of the outcome of your life, or I'm sorry, not the outcome of your life, but the outcome of your situation that your spirit is assisting you with? Well, apparently you have the Ace of Wands, and having the Ace of Wands, this is a divine intervention of you experiencing a new outlook in your life that you never experienced. So. Now, for one, this is overall your potential that you are bringing, and having the Ace of Wands, this is the inspiration that you're manifesting now, which is being backed by the Sun card, and being backed by a lot of other cards like the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Like, you have a whole bunch of materialistic energy influencing you to do quite well in your life, but you need to take the opportunity to see that this potential is here and now. Are you going to do it, or are you going to waste this energy that the universe is providing to you to not let you become successful? What are you going to do? But with that said, Felix, thank you for listening in to your reading. If you want an extensive reading, you can donate to dialyxing.weebly.com, or you can also donate to our channel, our business channel, which is on Cash App, $Dialyx. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because it helps us stay alive so that we can keep broadcasting to you and others what's going on for your reading based on your questions. But with that said, thank you again for listening, and you could chill and continue listening, or, come back tomorrow and get another free reading. Alright, so the next person, Jakari Thomas, thank you for coming back and continue with your question. Alright, so Jakari, what's going on for you? Okay. What is your question, Jakari? Actually, first. Okay, so you want some details on your next girlfriend. Okay. Let's see what your fortune looks like. Okay. So just to let you know, Jakari, and everybody else, this reading is not going to be operated by me. This is going to be randomly selected. This you're going to have a 10 card reading, which is a Celtic cross, and I don't do reverses. So let's begin and see what's going to happen. Oh, whoops. All right, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so Jakari, it seems like for you, for your new girlfriend, or I'm sorry, your next girlfriend, you have the Six of Cups. So this could be a individual that is bringing you something in terms of a new emotion, as a charity or something in terms of making you feel youthful in this case, so that you can continue with the decisions that you want with this new person to manifest. Um, but what is going on and why? Well, in terms of your next card, which is your situation, you have the Ace of Pentacles. And having the Ace of Pentacles, basically what's going down is that really you're prospering into something. You're prospering into something new. This could be your girlfriend, your next girlfriend, I should say, bringing you in something new that you aren't aware of, or this could be an opportunity that you are bringing to your girlfriend and she's accepting it. You never know how the role plays. Anyway, but point is that something potential is coming to you and you will prosper, or you and your girlfriend will prosper from it. The next card that we have, though, we have the Four of Pentacles. And having the Four of Pentacles, this is basically you or your girlfriend in the past, experience, like distant past, just to be clear, experiencing some type of issue that is concerned to your budgeting, maybe some type of stability problem that is requiring for you and your new girlfriend that will come to you in the future, to work on and manifest. But what is this specifically? Hold on, I'm gonna change to the next song. Okay, so let's see. So the next card that we have the Six of Pentacles. So that's interesting. So the first card you had is the Six of Cups, but you have the Six of Pentacles. So basically, with this new emotion that is being presented to you for what you have previously, like a couple of days have just experienced, is an opportunity that was given to you. This could be you presenting this opportunity to somebody else, or you receiving this new opportunity that you just didn't notice at first, or maybe you did notice, and it's just like, hey, here you go, some good finances, or maybe something that's valuable is coming to you. But why is that? Well, the next card that we have, which you need to work on at this time, is the Queen of Pentacles, and this is telling us specifically that you need to work on your abundance, work on your creativity. either your girl is going to bring you this energy that is going to make you feel abundant and make you feel creative, or you're bringing this to her, or you both need are bringing this together, and it's requiring you to both focus on this to manifest something new. But what is the case for this? Well, having the Queen of Pentacles is also telling us that this is a fruitful energy that is making you both feel more satisfied with each other, to a great degree at that. Specifically, this is some type of sensual enjoyment and having some type of similar energy that's representing close to the Empress card. So just feel this nurturing energy, feel content with yourself, with your new girl that will come to you in the future. Because what will happen in your future? Well, look at this. You have the Lover's card. Look at that. Okay, so having the Lover's card, specifically what is going down? Basically, you're creating a new bond in the future. This is probably you and your girl feeling happy, being in love, and having the time and experience to be with each other to comprehend what is needed so that you both can find this real love in your life. That's kind of plain and simple. I ain't gonna front. The next card, though, that we have the Hanged Man, which, from the outside influence, this is telling us that either this is kind of interesting. This is, for one, the Hangman means to being upright means to let go of something. So this is probably you and your ex letting go your previous exes, or letting go some type of fear or some type of doubt that was limiting you both to see the light that was being presented to you. And from it, you being her outside influence or her being your outside influence, you both sharing and expressing what needs to be dropped so that you can both work together into something new. But what is that new thing that's coming into your life? Well, you have the Two of Wands upright. And having the Two of Wands upright, this is telling us that this is how you and your girl, or your future girl, is going to be feeling internally. So basically, you both are going to be observing each other, observing your grounds, and observing how you both can move forward, specifically. Because having this card, this is basically telling us that, excuse me, seeing these opportunities manifest for you and letting go of all this extra crap that doesn't mean anything in your life, you're going to have a choice presented to you to see how you can operate with your future self, being in love with your new lover in this case. But what about your hopes and fears? Well, your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Swords upright. And this is basically just withdrawing from challenges, taking the time to step back from obstacles, work, difficulties, responsibilities, depression, sorrow. You probably experience some type of form of sorrow, just to throw that out, or depression or sorrow, excuse me, or relieving yourself from a form of a broken relationship, or have to deal with a form of a broken relationship if you allow this to manifest in your life. So mentally, spiritually, and physically, be content with yourself, because if you allow this to manifest, it's going to happen. Because you manifested it, or your ex is manifesting it. So work together and, have a fair exchange of what you can present to each other, really. Okay, so the next card that we have in terms of your outcome. Also, just to say this, false evidence appearing real is always going to be false, but it will look real because of the fact that it's an appearance of what you are lacking based off of information or a spiritual motive. So don't let this throw you off, or don't let your girl personally throw herself off based off of what can manifest, But so the next card and the last card that we have the Eight of Cups. And this is basically as an outcome telling us that you're basically walking away, traveling to the unknown, kind of like the Fool card, but different. This isn't a new journey. This is just you or your ex. I'm sorry, not your ex. You or your future lover walking away from something that didn't benefit you both. And maybe you both are coming together, which is leading you to your future event, which is the lovers, or making you enact events that will get you to come close to each other. So what does the Eight of Cups mean, though? Specifically, it just means like abandonment, leaving something old for something new, sacrificing anything for a better future, things like that. So, take the time to really be aware of what you want. Be very considerate to how you should move forward with your energy, because you're a fire. You're a Leo, so you're a fire energy. You are progressively going to be vibrant with your energy, because you're Leo. You're the star of the show. Well, not the star, but you're the king of the show or queen of the show. Well, since it's Yujikari, king of the show. Point being, take your time. Um, don't allow your past events throw you off, and be more content with what you want now in the future, because you will get something new that is going to make you prosper in your life. But with that said, thank you again for listening in. If you want an extensive reading, you can donate to our Cash App, which is Dynamics, Dynamics Inc. Or you can purchase a extensive reading, which is on dynamicsinc.weebly.com. And, based on the amount you choose, we can assist you and present you with a lot of details on how you can operate and move forward in terms of your questions. Now, if you want to get another free reading, you can come back tomorrow and just listen in for tomorrow's reading, or you could just relax and donate if you want. It's up to you. But thank you again for listening in. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because it helps us stay alive. The more likes we get and shares and subscribes, we can keep producing more readings for you, and possibly in the future have future gifts for you all, so that all of our subscribers and people who are supporting us can get something back in return, minus the readings. But with that said, yeah, no problem. Hello, Savage Mama. Welcome to the channel. If you like a reading, go ahead and use exclamation mark read, and I'll be happy to do your reading for you. With that said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so your question is, when will I'm sorry, when will Kendrick and you buy a house? Okay, let's see what kind of fortune is present for you. Just give me a second. Okay. All right. So, just to let you know, for this reading, it's going to be 10 cards. It's going to be Celtic Cross. We don't use reverse cards. And the cards that are going to be drawn are going to be random. So, with that said, let's see what's going to happen. Okay, so in terms of your question, again, when will Kendrick and you buy a house? The first card that we have is the Joy. I'm sorry, the Sun card. So having the Sun card upright, this is telling us that basically there's going to be some type of manifestation of success. There is joy present in your field. Either you and Kendrick are feeling quite jolly and quite happy in terms of what you both are manifesting in your life. There's a lot of, brilliance being manifested at this time. But why is that? Well, the next card that we have is currently with your situation, you're dealing with the strength card. So you both have strength in terms of the situation for what you want manifested in your life. But why is that you have the strength card? Well, specifically because you have the sun card, which is just fire energy, and you have the strength card, which is also the sun card also represents Leo. You basically have a double Leo energy presented at this time. So, having the strength card, basically, you and Kendrick are currently dealing with building your own personal strength to enact what is needed so that you can acquire the house that you want soon, possibly. But let's see what's going on with your distant past. Well, with your distant past, you have the Empress upright, and having the excuse me, having the excuse me, having the temperance, not temperance, the Empress card upright. This is telling us that basically, um, you're dealing with some type of how can I put this? So you're dealing with basically with some type of fertility that, or you and Kendrick were dealing with some type of energy that was making you feel fertile, making you feel abundant, and having this creative type of energy to make your idea, I mean, not your ideas, but your manifestation of what you want to be clear and precise. But as of what has been going on a couple of days lately, which your next card is showing, you have the excuse me, you have the Three of Wands upright, and this is telling you that you and Kendrick that in terms of acquiring a house, uh, you both are dealing with some type of form of foresight, really. Like, specifically, you both are observing your world, kind of like the Two of Wands, but a little bit different. You are getting a personal intuition of how you both can unite with each other to get the success that you want, which is the house. Now, how you will acquire the house is based on you and Kendrick's progress in developing what is needed to acquire the house, such as getting credit, getting your status corrected, and having your status clean so that you can get certain type of opportunities that a lot of people don't get. But in terms of what you need to work on right now, not in terms of your situation, but what you need to focus for you and Kendrick, you have the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. Now, having the Devil card, this is telling us that basically, in order to get what you want, you're being tempted. Basically, kind of like a carrot being dangled on a stick. And you and Kendrick are basically your herbivores trying to get this carrot, really, which is the opportunity to live in this house. I know it's a bad concept, but I'm just, you just making this as simple as possible. But having the Devil card, basically, you both need to work on the temptations that are being brought to you, where you're probably being tempted with numerous type of offers that are coming at you left and right, like that, and you both need to really perceive what you really want and to instead yank each other's chain to allow your chains to be unlocked and have the freedom to move forward to whatever you want to do. Because if you don't allow your temptations to thwart your perception, you will see some type of result that will make you feel comfortable with what you want in the future. But what is that? Well, you have the Magician card upright, which is your future card. Having the Magician card, this is basically saying that, well, you both feel very magical at this time. I can't really be blunt enough with it. Specifically, you both have the power and the skill to enact the resources that you need internally and externally to deal with the events that are being manifested around you, or how you can acquire the things that you both desire in your life, really. And just to let you know, for your future, having the Magician card is the planet that associates this card is Mercury. The element or energy that's being presented is air, and this is also a part of the throat chakra. Not in the same sense as Taurus, which is the throat chakra, but in a sense where you feel this energy in your throat to allow spirit to evoke what you're stating. So, the next card that we have, in terms of your outside influence, you're dealing with the Seven of Wands upright. Specifically, my apologies, just give me a second. I will continue. Just give me a quick second, real quick. Okay, let's continue. So where do I leave off? So yeah, you have basically the Seven of Wands, and basically this is dealing with a conflict that is being manifested in terms of you and Kendrick's life. Now, how can you deal with this is basically based on you and Kendrick's capabilities of working together, so that you both can enact the future that you personally want. But by battling out all these problems, you're going to see an outcome that you really weren't aware of. But what is this outcome? Well, internally for yourself, you and Kendrick are dealing with the moon, which is just confusion. This is Neptunian energy. Now, having the moon card, this is telling us that you feel a illusion manifesting internally, not trusting, or maybe feeling some type of form of deceit that is not allowing you to become more clear in the heart what you want. My apologies. The heart, the mind, and spirit on how you can enact what is needed for yourself and Kendrick to get that perfect house, that either that dream house or maybe that successful house that you always wanted. So, what is your next card showing you? Well, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is dealing with your hopes and fears. So, by dealing with all these problems, balancing out what is needed, having the strength, feeling joyful internally with yourself, you're going to see these outcomes manifest like that. And the crazy thing about it is having the Queen of Pentacles, this is a nurturing energy. This is an opportunity to make you feel nurtured and have the capability of feeling more confined to yourself and with Kendrick as a partner to balance out what is needed in your life, really. And yeah, really, for the last card that we have the Three of Pentacles, which is teamwork, like that. So, what do I mean by teamwork? So basically, you and Kendrick are going to acquire. Well, I can't say are, but you can acquire the opportunity to gain a house if you both work together and to allow this nurturing energy to manifest clearly. By allowing this energy to manifest, you will see the brilliance of your efforts manifest all throughout your surroundings and show it by your status, your finances, your emotions, and even through your communication, how you will both evoke what you always wanted in your life, which a part of it would be the house and other things. But with that said, if you want an extensive reading, you can go to dionixinc.weebly.com. If you want to purchase a extensive reading, which I can assist you, giving you numerous details on what you can acquire or what the universe is providing to you through a message of the cards to assist you in your journey, or you can donate to the channel, which is Dionix. You could donate to our Cash App, which is $Dionix Inc. And by doing so, I can do a public extensional reading for you right now. But with that said, if you want, you could come back tomorrow and get another free reading. But despite that, thank you for listening in. Also, if you don't mind, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel because it helps the channel survive. Without your support and other supports, I won't be able to do this free reading for you. But luckily I can now. So with that said, thank you again, and you have a great day.